Serendipity, Certainty in the Unknown. Chapter 1, Elementary. I am Olivia. I've enjoyed creating art for as long as I can remember. It's always been a part of my life and something my parents have always encouraged. My dad is an artist as well, so I've been helping him with miscellaneous projects, and he set me up with my own from the time I could hold utensils. I once wrote a letter to my future self in 3rd grade about how I'd hoped to become an artist upon my graduation from high school, and the cool thing is, that actually came to fruition. Chapter 2, Middle and High School. Throughout middle and high school, I participated in almost any art form that I could involve myself in. I had lead roles in drama plays, played percussion, participated in the school musical every spring, and most importantly, I always took art classes. Throughout high school especially, I continuously went back and forth on what I might want to go to college for after graduation. At one point, I thought I'd be a veterinarian because I love animals. I thought I could be a mortician because that fascinated me, but by my junior year, it hit me. I wanted to be an artist. It was really the obvious choice all along because it's always been my favorite pastime, class, etc. But after participating in my high school's rigorous 4-year studio art program and surviving it while still enjoying it, I decided that this was it. This was where my passion lies. Chapter 3, My Parents as Inspiration and Enchanted Forest Water Safari. In the midst of high school and making this big decision, as I'd previously mentioned, I've always helped my dad with various art projects. I also obtained my first real job at my dad's place of employment, Enchanted Forest Water Safari, which is a theme park located in Old Forge, New York. I started out as a ride operator, then worked my way through basically every other position in the park, and I've done that for the past 6 years. I've done merchandise, games, admissions, etc., and in more recent years, I've had the privilege of working alongside my dad in the art department, refurbishing the themed characters and creating signage for the properties they own. Each summer that I've worked there has been a building block of experience, which has ultimately benefited me not only as a person, but as an artist. And it's also shaped me and provided me with the drive I've needed to set some of my career goals. Chapter 4, Pratt Institute. Going back to my schooling, after high school, I attended Pratt Institute for 2 years as a fine art major. I attended a satellite campus from the main one in Brooklyn, New York, which was located in Utica, New York. Overall, I was able to grow exponentially, not only in my abilities of conceptualization in art, but also my skill level. The program I was in there was incredibly challenging, but completely rewarding in the end. Then, because I attended this satellite campus, it was only a 2-year program, and I had to make the decision of whether or not I wanted to finish my last 2 years on the Brooklyn campus or to start over by transferring to a new school and finishing my degree there. I opted for the latter and chose SUNY Potsdam because at the time I really thought teaching was what I wanted to do. I also did not want to reroute my life and live in New York City becoming a fine artist because ultimately that just isn't my dream. Chapter 5, SUNY Potsdam. In the fall of 2014, I moved to SUNY Potsdam and began taking classes to start redirecting my major toward art education with a minor in pre-creative arts therapy. I finally felt very comfortable with where I was and where I was going, and this school had overall made me feel so welcome. I was able to continue with ceramics, which I love most, and I also took black and white film photography and ended up loving that as well. So far, my almost 2 years here have been the best yet in my schooling, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. But recently, I've been at a crossroads because now I'm realizing that I don't believe that teaching art specifically is my passion. I know I want to help people in combination with artistic expression. I'm just not sure how. Chapter 6, Now. This brings us to present day. Currently, I'm planning on switching my major back to fine arts solely, while still keeping my minor, and I'm in the process of applying for the BFA this spring. I also recently decided and made a bold decision to chase another dream I've had on the back burner, and that is participating in the Disney College program. I applied in February and was recently accepted toward mid-March for a paid internship with the Walt Disney World Resort in the fall of 2016 as a merchandise cast member. I could not be more ecstatic, and I can't wait to see what opportunities await me and come from this program. After that, I plan on finishing my degree here in fine arts, and only time will tell for the rest. The most important thing that I've learned is that in life, you have to learn to become comfortable with not knowing exactly what your path is. Things are ever changing, and you can never plan for what is thrown at you. You have to embrace serendipity and become certain with the unknown.